Good evening, everybody. Good evening, dear students. Where are all of you? I'm here to start in our class, our today class, my dear students. Good evening. Good evening, Crystal. Good evening, Adriana.
Good evening, teacher.
Good evening. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
I'm glad to hear about it. Good evening, Adriana. Good evening, Giselle. How are you?
Good evening, teacher. I am fine, thank you. And you?
I'm really fine, pretty well. Here in my house. Today is not too much cold than yesterday. Yesterday was really cold here, but today not. And it makes me feel happy because I don't like feel cold weather. I prefer a comfortable temperature. Good evening, Carlos.
Good evening, teacher. How are you?
I'm pretty well, and you?
Fine, thank you.
I'm glad about it. Adriana, good evening. Hmm? What are
Hi,
you doing
teacher.
like? Hi, Adriana. Carlos, what are you doing lately? Carlos. Okay. Okay, dear students. Can we start with the participation relative the questions? The questions was, how will you feel? How will you feel if you found a snake in your bathroom? How will you feel if you saw someone committing a crime in the street? How will you feel if you won the lottery? How will you feel if you had to take an exam tomorrow? How will you feel if you had to be away from your family and friends for next 6 months? How will you feel if you had to work for 24 hours? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 questions. Okay, I will assign to you one question per one, okay? So, Giselle, can you start with the first? How will you feel if you found a snake in your bathroom? Giselle.
Yes, teacher. I feel really afraid when I talk the speaking English.
Don't be afraid, don't be shy. Let's try.
Sure, I am afraid.
Don't get nervous, don't be afraid. Just
Very much.
try. Just trying. The question is, how will you feel if you found a snake in your bathroom? A large animal like a snake in your bathroom. Do you know what is a snake? Hello, Viviana. Good evening. Hello. Okay, Giselle, do you have the answer for this question or not?
there is question? How
Yes.
how will you feel if you yes, I will feel really afraid when I speaking English.
Yes, but this is not the question. Because the question is, how will you feel relative your feelings, your emotions, if you saw a snake? Snake. Don't you know what is a snake? Giselle?
I don't know snake teacher in my bedroom.
It's a
No.
wild animal. It's a large
I I
wild animal.
know is TV, magazines, zoológico, in
Yes.
direct no. No.
Do you hear me now?
Okay, Giselle. That's all, Giselle?
Teacher, I don't know listening.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me, students? Can you hear me?
Yes,
I
teacher.
do, I do, tutor. Can you hear me, guys? Hello.
Please
Yes, teacher.
louder. Try to talk louder, but so your voice is, it seems like far, far away. Try to speak louder to us. Okay? Okay, Giselle. Okay, who wants to answer this question relative to snake?
Me?
Go ahead, Adriana.
Okay. If I found a snake in my bedroom, I will be scared because I don't like those animals at all, even if the snake is not poisonous.
Yes, and they are dangerous. So their poison is dangerous for us.
Yes, exactly.
I will be in the same situation than you, Adriana. I really feel, uh, I really, I really feel confused, and I will shout, "Ah! A snake in my bathroom! Please help me!"
Yes, exactly. I will do the same.
uh, Thanks a lot. Anna, good evening.
Hello, teacher. How are you?
I'm really fine, and you?
I thank you.
Okay, dear students, I'm glad about it. Okay, I will assign to all of you one question per one, okay? Uh, how would you feel if you found a snake? It was for Giselle. How would you feel if you saw someone committing a crime in the street? Please answer, Crystal. Crystal.
The second. I will feel very bad. It would give me a lot of sadness. Maybe I would get away screaming from the place. And a little frustrated of not being able to do anything to help you.
Help to help us.
To help you.
To help. Bueno, in your case. So in your case, to help me, in your case, in your personal case.
Okay.
Ah, okay. Mm, Carlos, how would you feel if you won the lottery? Carlos.
Yes, teacher. How the snake in the barrel? Uh, I feel afraid because it would be an unpleasant surprise and also dangerous.
Sorry, Carlos, could you repeat, please?
Okay. How would you feel if you found a snake in your bathroom? I'd feel afraid because I would be an unpleasant surprise and also dangerous. Can you hear me?
Carlos, please. The question is, how would you feel if you won the lottery?
How, teacher? Can you repeat me, please?
How would you feel if you won the lottery?
Okay. I feel very excited and happy, and at the same time embarrassed, but not knowing what to do with the money.
What will you
Is
do
it clear?
with a lot of money? What will you do?
Really, I don't know because uh, a great much money. I don't know how to manage that this money. Maybe I must to live out from Ocaña because there are insecurity and maybe I like to live in other city more easy to the security. If you have a lot of money,
Ah, okay. Okay, Carlos. Thanks a lot for your answer. Viviana, good evening. Did you resolve your trouble with your mic? Viviana? Viviana, are you there? Viviana? Viviana? Okay, no. Ana,
Yes.
eh, the question for you is, how would you feel if you had to take an exam tomorrow?
Well, if I have to take an exam tomorrow, I'll be nervous. But if I study for the exam, I'll be confident to take it.
Ah, okay. Why nervous?
Uh,
Why?
because I think everything about examination or have a big task or everything, I feel nervous about that because you know what what will be your the questions or sometimes we can study all the subjects. So I think I feel nervous for that.
Yes. Okay, Anna. Thanks a lot for your answer.
Thank you.
Hello, Tudor. Do you hear me now?
Adriana.
Hi.
Hi, Viviana.
Hello, Tudor.
Hello, Viviana. What are you doing lately? How is it going?
Well, I had a problem at home. I don't have internet at home, so I'm in a cafe internet. And here I had a problem with the microphone, but well, now you hear me. That means that the problem is solved.
Oh, well done, Viviana. Okay, Viviana, I have a question for you. How would
Okay.
you feel if you had to be away from your family and friends for the next month?
Well, I would feel sad and worried because I'm very attached to my family, especially to my son. And I would be worried if I have to be away from him for 6 months because he's a child and he needs me.
Mm, but if it was for your dreams and goals, it would be a sacrifice.
Well, I would have to find a way to solve the situation with my son. I would have to find somebody, a family, someone in my family to take care of my son for that time.
Okay. You will organize your main important issues.
Of course, I would organize what I have to do for that situation.
Okay, Viviana, thanks a lot for your answer.
Okay, thank
Okay,
you.
Adriana. Adriana. How would you feel if you had to work for 24 hours and this answer will be the same for Maria Paula? This question, sorry. Okay? Will be the same for both of you. Okay? First Adriana and second Maria Paula. Okay?
Okay. Well, if I had to work for 24
Okay.
hours, I will be exhausting because it's so much time even before to start. And also, I will be so frustrated because it's a really long period to work. So I will be really annoyed and frustrated. But I think that also depends of what kind of work because some words are easier than another. So maybe if it's a easy work, I wouldn't be frustrated or exhausted about it.
You're right. And Maria Paula. Are you there, Maria
Well,
Paula?
here. To work for 24 hours, irritated and frustrated, as Ariana said, because, well, I have this thing when I'm angry. So it is called, I would be really, really angry, and that makes me irritated. Maybe if it's an activity that I really love in my job, probably just feel like exhausted, tired.
Okay, you're right. A friend of me has to work 24 hours or 36 hours, keep going awake because he's a doctor and he drinks Vive 100 and it's a brownie for being with a lot of energy for extensive turns, for extensive journals. But I admire him because it, it will be difficult. Okay. Okay, my dear students. The second part of our task is relative to the text. Who wants to read the text and then give the answers? All of us can give the answers. Okay. Did you make this part of the task, students?
Yes.
Okay. So Anna,
Yes.
could you read to all of
Okay.
us?
Okay. Behind the times. I am a very busy person and I always have a lot of things to do and a lot of different people to meet. However, there is always one thing that makes me furious, and that's when people are not punctual. I often go to meet people for an appointment at 2 p.m. and when I arrive, they tell me, so wait. Sometimes I have to wait for more than an hour. This means that I am then late for my another appointments, and so I finish the day very late and absolutely exhausted. Another problem with this is that the traffic is very bad, so I have to wait for a long time in traffic jams. This is very frustrating because there are nothing I can do. I can only sit in my car and wait to move.
Okay.
Okay.
There is a little part left. People should try to be more punctual. I would be delighted if I could have my
Oh, yes, sorry. Yes, yes. Sorry.
continue.
Okay. People should try to be more punctual. I would be delighted if I could have my 2 p.m. appointments actually at 2 p.m.
Okay. Continue with the questions. Exercise 16.
Okay.
The writer is very active. True, false, does not say. Please give the answer.
I think
Carlos.
it's true. Oh, sorry. Sorry.
Eh, don't worry about it, Anna. Carlos, true, false, or it doesn't say? It doesn't mention. Carlos.
True.
True. Okay. Thanks. The writer is sometimes very tired. Giselle, give us the answer. Giselle. Are you there, Giselle? No. Crystal. Crystal,
Yes,
are you
teacher.
there?
Yes,
Please
of course.
give us the answer. The writer is sometimes very tired. True, false, does not say.
True.
Excuse me, I
True.
microphone.
True. This is true. Okay. Thank you. Number 3. The writer never takes the bus. True, false, does not say. Please answer. Giselle.
Does not say.
He mentions that he always is in his car.
3. The writing never takes the bus. Does not say, teacher.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I think that is the false.
Mm-hmm. Uh-uh. I can only sit in my car and wait to move. Please check your answer, Giselle, because in the reading mentioned that there is a part where mentions that the writer only can sit in his car and wait to move. Okay? So it will be false. The writer never takes the bus. It will be true. Okay? Because he has a car. Okay, Giselle?
Okay, teacher, because check the false negative mal bad.
Did you check the reading?
Yes,
Please check that.
check. Yes, teacher.
Another problem with this is the traffic. It is very bad. So I have to wait for a long time in traffic jams. This is very frustrating because there is nothing I can do. I can only sit in my car and wait to move. So the writer never takes the bus. True. It will be true. Okay. Number 4. The writer wants people to change.
Uh,
True, false, or it doesn't say, Viviana?
Wait a minute. Okay, number 4. The writer wants people to change. That's true.
Why is true?
Because she wants people to be on time. She doesn't want to be waiting for a meeting.
What kind of human behavior is the right?
Is a responsible and punctual person.
Is it good?
Yeah, true.
But don't you know sometimes it could be frustrating?
Yes, that's why she wants people to change because she doesn't want to be waiting on a meeting. She wants people to be on time.
For example, here in Colombia, the main people is getting late and is unpunctual. A person like that could be frustrated or not.
Yes, that's true.
Okay, thanks a lot. The other part of our tax, you are going to write a blog. Did you did you write your blog, students? Because I need that
Yes.
all of you read the the blog. Okay. Adriana, Ana, Viviana, Carlos, Crystal, Giselle, Maria Paula. Adriana, please, you will be the first.
I have to read the test.
Yes.
Okay. So I choose the topic one thing that makes me furious. I'm not a bad tempered person, but there is a special thing that makes me feel furious. I hate when people don't pay attention to you because they're so focused in their phones. I think it's a really rude behavior. I mean, if you're doing something important with your phone, it is okay. But most of the time, people are just in their social media or sharing with their friends and ignore you when you are telling them something or explaining something. For example, when my sister asks me about one of her tasks, I focus in that and start to help her, but she just take her phone and don't pay attention to me. So I have to repeat so many times the explanation of the topic or the exercise because she's more interested in the conversations with her friend. So for me, that's annoying. And as I said before, it is rude. I I don't like at all. That makes me feel furious.
You're totally right, Adriana. This is an unpolite custom. This is an unpolite situation. This is an unpolite behavior. You're really right about your
Yeah.
point of view. Because nowadays people prefer talking and sharing with cell phones than sharing face to face, and it is bad.
Yes, but sometimes it's like you are talking with them and they just ignore you and answer the tweets or the chats and that kind of things is really really annoying because you are dedicating your time to them but they're not interested and it's I hate that.
And you have to repeat to them again your your story or your point of view or your yes.
Yes,
I
that's right.
comment. Okay, thanks a lot. Anna.
Okay. Uh, One thing that makes me feel angry is irresponsible people, because when you have to do something or commit yourself to do it, you have to do it. We all complain about the low levels of responsibility that people have today. I'm surprised at the easy with people accept commitments and do not comply. And then simple appear with a good excuse and nothing has happened. People are not responsible as they were before. Families today are not sending values. Since excuses were invited, irresponsibly have no problems. That's all.
Okay. Do you have something in your family with these characteristics?
Uh, Sometimes my son is very irresponsible with the when he has to clean his room, and
Mm,
sometimes he's very messy, and I have to tell him about clean and organize his things.
okay. Thanks a lot, Anna.
Okay, thank you.
Viviana.
All right. I choose a day I will never forget.
Okay.
Well, a day I will never forget is the day that my father died. He passed away on June 8, 1915. Uh, sorry, he passed away on June 8, 2015. I was at home here in Cucuta and I was packing my suitcases because I was planning to travel to Barranquilla 2 days after that day. And I knew that my daddy was very sick, and I desired with all my heart to see him and hug him, and I wanted to talk to him. That day, I got up early and I went to the kitchen. I was preparing breakfast, and at the same time, I was checking my suitcases. Then the phone rang, and I answered, and it was a friend. It was a girl. I hadn't talked to her in a while, so I was surprised that she called me and she told me. And I didn't understand at first because I was in shock. And I told her to repeat, and she told me, "I'm sorry, your dad is dead." It was so hard. I screamed, I fell on the floor, and my husband held me tight, and we prayed together, and we traveled to Barranquilla that same day.
It was a really bad experience, a sad experience, Viviana.
Yes, that's one of the most sad, the saddest things that happened in my life.
Mm. What did occur with him?
Sorry?
What was his his disease?
He had a brain disease like Parkinson, but something different. But it was like a paralysis.
Mm, how old was?
He was 74.
Mm, and your mother?
My mother is alive. She is in Galapa, Atlántico, and she's living with my sister.
Mm.
But she's okay. God is giving us strength.
Viviana, thanks for sharing with us that experience from your life. Thanks a lot. And Maria Paula, thanks a lot too for sharing with us, for the confidence with us, for sharing your health situation. And I know that you can get better because you are a strong woman and a really smart woman, dear students. Okay, Carlos, continue, please.
I choose the a day that never I forget.
Go ahead.
Okay. I remember the day I saw for the first time the sea. I was a child. It was about 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and I came traveling for all those 9 hours by road to the city of Santa Marta. Then look out the window of the bus and could see the immensity of the ocean, and in the background the sight out of two huge ships on the horizon. That time couldn't wait to come back to Ocaña to tell to my friends as it was that experience. That's all, teacher.
Mm, thanks a lot, Carlos. Carlos, sorry, I couldn't hear you very well, so I had a trouble with my sound. Could you repeat the last part, please, Carlos?
Okay. Uh, okay. When when I see the ocean by the bus, I couldn't see the immensity of the ocean, and in the background the silhouette of
Mm,
two ships on the horizon.
I imagine that you were so happy.
Yes, and in this moment uh, I couldn't wait to come back to this city to tell to my friends and family in this opportunity when I was a child.
Would you like to repeat this experience?
Okay. The experience was when I saw for the first time the sea. I can read everything.
Okay, Carlos. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, teacher.
Okay, sir. Continue, please.
Okay.
Victor, are you there?
Okay. One moment. I chose a day I'll never forget.
Okay.
I will never forget the day November 25, 2013.
25th. 25th. Remember ordinal numbers
Mm,
for the
November
okay
25th,
25th.
25th,
25th.
2013.
Okay.
I still think it was yesterday when some relatives called at 5 o'clock in the morning in Ecuador to tell my parents that my brother was very serious in the hospital. So that they traveled to see him when really he was already dead. But it was a very difficult news to say on the phone. The day was so sad. It was dark and cloudy. It seemed like it wanted to rain. I cried all day and for the next weeks. I did not understand how this could happen to my brother. I remembered all the things that we have lived, what we played. I thought about what my mom was feeling that time, that I would have liked to have seen him for the last time. At that time, there is a lot of anger, a hatred that is felt when there is someone capable of generating so much pain and causing so much damage to someone so good. Why kill him? Why hurt? Why? Even afterward of almost 4 years, I cannot understand why that happened. Because to him and because to us.
What a shame.
That's all, teacher.
This is really sad. But knows the correct, the two, the most. I get a little confused with those sad stories, students. But the life still go on.
Okay.
Crystal, your brother was young?
Yes, when he died, he is 24 years. He was in the police
Really young.
in Ecuador. They said that he suicide, but all is false. He no suicide. He was murdered.
I hope that all your family can resolve this situation and can feel better and can ah okay continue. I don't have words.
Okay.
Situation. Okay. Okay. Giselle.
Yes,
Can you
teacher. My experience, I will never forget. Unforgettable is the 60th of January 2017, when we traveled with my husband from Puerto Vallarta. We are very happy. We world is very beautiful and lovely. We arrived at the airport in Mexico City, like city and mountains. Why 2 hours be transferred to Puerto Vallarta, or a little body bus we could not leave the airport. We organized and traveled in Latin America. We arrived at the airport in Puerto Vallarta. We moved the cars and somehow we arrived. We enjoy the beautiful sun and the great by finish teacher.
okay, Giselle, I couldn't hear you really well because your sound seems like you were far, far away. I got some ideas. It was relative traveling with your husband,
Yes, teacher, my husband. I don't
and it was
mention.
a nice experience. It was a good experience to you with him. Yes.
Okay.
Okay, Giselle. Thanks a lot. Maria Paula, can you continue, please? Maria Paula?
Yes. I choose that making me furious. This
Uh-huh.
post, I don't mean to hurt anybody. I could, if I can sound rude, but this is what I think. Me furious is when people act like a victim in certain circumstances. Poor you and I'm sorry for you phrases. Be angry when people start grieving for things that just don't worth it. Attention from everybody else. So they turn a little sad story into a huge drama. What do you get from it? Is it because you don't want to feel lonely? There's plenty other ways to entertain yourself and get some self-respect.
So, can you get angry for people opinions?
Not opinions, but for people playing the victim. Like, I don't know. You missed a test. You have to study and you didn't study, so you missed. You failed. Like to cry and make a huge drama and repeat it or study harder next time and anything good to be being crying like the whole time and just that's what makes me mad,
Mm,
like dramatic people.
yes. Yeah, yeah, yes. Yes, no, you're right. You're right because sometimes it's uncomfortable. Okay, thanks a lot. Okay, dear students, please go to the unit Unit 8, relative interactions with polite expressions using modal verbs. Okay, students? I suppose that all of you know what are modal verbs or not.
Yes.
Thanks a lot. Anna, Viviana, Carlos, Cristel, Giselle, De Paula,
Yes.
who wants to interact with all of us relative modal verbs and give us some examples?
Modal verbs are that kind of verbs that express obligation or conditions, like must, should, would, might, may, and they always have to be with a second verb to be complement. So, for example, if you want to express a sentence about obligation, you will use the verb must. For example, you must to study for the test, or you don't must smoke. But if you want to express sentences about power or possibility, you will use verbs like can or might or may or could if it's in the past. So a sentence could be I can sing or I can speak English, or maybe it might rain tomorrow. But if you want to express sentences about probably situations, you will use verbs like should or would or ought to that help you to express that. For example, I should stop to eat so much, or I should use a coat because it's raining. I'm right?
Really right. It is not true that you have clearly with the term. Okay, thanks a lot for your explanation. And please, all of us, go to the unit number 8 from our ebook. Are you there, students? Unit 8.
Yes.
Okay, go to exercise number 1. What do you think that people are doing? Anna.
Um, the man outside is they are talking by phone.
They are talking by phone. Thanks a lot. Carlos.
Okay.
Which could be the conversation about it?
Okay. The conversation. The exercise 2 or exercise 1, teacher?
Exercise 1. Unit 8, exercise 1. What will be the conversation about it?
Okay. The conversation. You can see the conversation. There are
And you
2
may,
images. There are only 2 images.
sorry, Carlos. What did you say?
The lesson 1, exercise 1, pre-listening. There
Unit
are
8,
1
exercise
image.
1. Are you there, Carlos?
Yes, teacher, but I can see the list, the reading.
Okay.
Listen.
Please try guess. I suppose. Try to suppose. Okay. Okay, students. Go to the exercise 2.
Yes.
Okay. It just continues asking for us that we have to guess, we have to suppose the situation. Who wants to guess the situation? Maybe Esther, maybe Giselle, Viviana. Viviana, can you suppose some situation?
Okay, I'm in exercise. Is you need read your predictions and see how accurate they were. That is the what we have to do.
Mm-hmm.
Make any corrections. Okay, but we have to watch a video or something.
No. At first, you have to guess, you have to suppose the situation. You have to imagine.
So I have to imagine something that would happen in a video.
Yes. The part in the chart, the drawing. The drawing in exercise number 1. The conversation.
All right. Okay. There were two people. They were talking about something that happened at the office. I think that she forgot something at the office. She forgot an assignment, and she's asking him to help her.
Maybe it would be. Okay. Please go to exercise number 3. How may I help? Let's take a look at some of the vocabulary from the video, focusing on how to be polite when making requests. Exercise. Okay, there are several polite expressions here in exercise number 4. New vocabulary for us. There are 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Get renew a tax number, get renew a passport, apply for a visa, get renew an ID card, get renew a driving license, get a police certificate, get a disciplinary certificate, register a business, renew a commerce, register open a bank account, request a loan. Okay, I would like that all of you try to looking for the meaning for those polite expressions. I will give you 3 minutes, get the main ideas, and try to explain us the ideas that you can get. Okay, students? At 9 past 3, we will start. We are going to start. Unit A, exercise Adopt, students? Okay, go ahead. 4. Okay, Viviana.
Okay, to request a loan is to ask for money. It's like to borrow money, but in a bank.
Something similar like credit card?
I'm sorry, I don't hear you.
It's something similar like credit card.
It's something similar, but you can. It's not just to ask for a credit card. It's to ask for money. Or, for example, if you need to buy a house or something, you request a loan. It means that you borrow money to buy a house, for example.
Ah, okay. Thanks a lot.
Okay, you're welcome.
Open a bank account, renew a commerce register. Um, who wants to explain another expression?
To explain apply for a visa. To apply for a visa because countries have like permissions to allow certain travelers from certain countries on their land. So when you apply to a visa, it's like you're asking for a permission to travel to a certain country.
Mm-hmm. But in our country, the people that came here doesn't apply for a visa. Only for
No.
country.
Yeah, coming to Colombia doesn't need a visa.
Do you think that it is good or not?
Well, it could be. It improves like the touristic charts and if the opportunity to erase, like the whole past of art and all that stuff. I think maybe a bit slow. Everyone is it as. For example, the whole thing with ISIS. Yeah, I think it could be good and risky at the same time.
Yes. But uh, some countries like United States of America, um, ask asking for people several issues, several assumptions to resolve in order to get a visa, and it is difficult.
Yes, it really is. Some countries like United States are really like hard to go to visit.
Yes, and it is pitiful, but Colombian people suffers discrimination. Okay, dear students. Want to explain another expression?
Me, I want to explain register a business. That expression means that all the process that you have to do when you want to start an enterprise or something like that. So it implies all the papers, all the steps, all the requirements, and all the things that you have to do to start with that business in a legal way. So you have to organize all the papers and the stuff with the government and with the correct officers to have your business with all the legal requirements.
Yes, you're right. Okay, dear students. Someone else?
Open account.
Okay, Anna, continue.
Okay, when you want to open an account, you have to choose a bank, and in the bank they uh, they oh, I forgot. In the bank they show you the benefits that you have if you open an account in that bank, to to administrate your money, and I think it's very good to have an account.
Okay, thanks a lot. You're right. Um, someone else? Carlos?
Yes, teacher. A police certificate. A police certificate is an official document issued as a result of a background check by the police of government agency of a country to enumerate any criminal records applicant may have. Criminal records may include arrests, convictions, and possibly proceedings. That's all.
Okay, thanks a lot. Crystal and Giselle, do you have any explanation for us regarding the polite expressions?
Renew an ID card.
Sorry, I can't hear you well, okay?
Renew, renew
Repeat.
an ID card.
Okay.
When the people to renew your document when it was lost, and you have to bring the police report when to say that your document, your ID or your license, all your documents are lost. That renovation in the registraduría register.
Okay, Crystal, your sounds far away. Please speak louder.
To renew your document when it was lost, and you have to bring the police report when to say that your document, your license, all your documents are are lost. That document are you can renew in the register o registraduría, no se traduce.
Yes, yes, agency.
Pardon?
Register agency. Okay.
Register.
Thanks a lot. Giselle. Giselle.
I am here, teacher. Uh, get a disciplinary certificate. They, if for the work, if not have it antecedent, or to enter the hours. And it is expedite for Procuraduría General Nación de la Nación. It is um,
Sorry, Giselle. That's all? Giselle? Okay, Giselle. What's wrong with you?
teacher, excuse me, Procuraduría is wow, the document expide the document.
Procuracy.
The jurors?
Procuracy.
Okay, teacher.
Okay. Thanks a lot. Okay, please, dear students, go to the exercise number 8. No. Go to the reading. Exercise number 7, reading. There is a reading, okay? Okay, who wants to read to all of us? Nobody?
Me?
Thanks a lot, Adriana.
Okay.
Continue.
Getting permission to work in Colombia. Justin Fletcher. I came to Colombia in 2001 on a backpacking holiday, but realized that I really like it here and I wanted to stay for a while. I am a qualified English teacher, so it wasn't too hard to find a university that was looking for teachers. I went to an interview and a couple of days later, they offered me a job, but on the condition that I obtain a working visa. The first thing I have to do was get a contract from the university. Then I had to go to the Ministry of Labor and get a proportionally certificate. You don't need one now, but back then it was one of the requirements of obtaining a work visa. After that, I had to go to the Ministry of Education and have my teaching qualification validated. Finally, I have to leave the country to apply for the visa because first-time applications have to be completed in a Colombian consulate. So when I went to Ecuador for 4 years, which was really nice, the process of actually applying for the visa was actually really easy. I went into the Colombia consulate in Quito early one Tuesday morning, and because I had all the necessary paperwork, the visa was ready on the Tuesday afternoon. I arrived back in Bogota on Friday morning and entered the country with my new work visa. Cool. The last thing I had to do was get my ID card, called a cédula, which means going to the old gas office on Calle 100 in Bogota with my new visa, 2 photographs and a bank payment slip for the cost of the ID card. That was the Administrative Security Department, a bit like the FBI, but was disbanded in 2011 following an illegal wiretapping scandal. It took about 3 weeks for them to process my request and give me my new ID card. And that was how I started working here.
Really easy to. It won't be the same for a Colombian that go to the United States. It won't be the same. Okay. Exercise 8. Use the space provided to write all the new words you found in the reading. Dear students, did you find new words or not? Someone found new words? Anna, did you find new words? Or
I'm still trying to find an explanation for the what's it called? Bank payment slip is I didn't hear it.
did you find a new expression, Maria Paula?
I think maybe I'm thinking in Spanish, like cheque, but I don't know.
Crystal, we are in reading from exercise 7. Crystal,
Yes, teacher.
are you there? And we are talking about vocabulary that you can find.
What do you mean proportionality certificate?
Sorry?
What do you mean proportionality certificate?
This is a new expression that you found. I can comprehend the what do you mean? Did you found new expression? Your vocabulary? Okay. Now, please go to the exercise number 9. There are 5 questions. The first will be for Carlos. Where does Justin live? Or does not say.
Where does Justin live? He lives in Colombia.
Sorry?
In the first question.
Mhm.
Where does Justin live? He lives in Colombia.
Currently, he lives in Colombia. For
How, teacher?
before for Colombia, where did he live? Carlos?
I can listen clearly. I can hear you.
Okay. Need to check the reading again.
Ay, concha.
Carlos. I, I again.
Tell me, teacher.
Where does Justin live? USA, Colombia, Ecuador. Does not say.
Okay. Where does
Currently,
Justin live?
Colombia. Or
Colombia.
currently, yes. Nowadays, but before, for living in Colombia,
Yes, in Colombia.
yes, but before,
And how, teacher?
okay, Carlos, don't worry. Go to the number 2. Where is Justin from?
Uh, I think it doesn't say where is he from.
But we can guess. We can make
Maybe he's from USA
yes because he was applying for a job in a
for an
university.
English teacher. Yes.
Okay. Number 3. Why did Justin have to leave the country to apply for his visa? Maria Paula, can you give us the answer?
I think it is because Colombian consulate get his paperwork done.
Yes. Next. What government office did Justin have to visit? Please give us the answer, Giselle.
For teacher, the Ministry of Labor, Ministry of Education. Teacher, listening?
Ministry of Education and Colombia Consulate.
The first, the Ministry of Labor, Education.
I don't think so. It will be the last Ministry of Education and Consulate.
And consulate are the first.
The last. Okay. Why does Justin say the process of getting the visa was easy? Please give us the answer, Crystal.
because he had all the paperwork of that he is a teacher of English, the paper of you come back of Quito. Of the Minister of Education, Minister of Labor. We have all your papers.
Dear students, do you know that expressions for talking people? And give me some examples. For example, which is more polite? Or me? If I say, may I go to the bathroom? May I take this cup of coffee, or may go out with you, or go out with you? Because there are expressions more polite than others. And I need that you can give me examples of polite expressions. I will give you 1 minute for looking or searching by web for polite expressions, okay? And tell me and give me 3 phrases with polite expressions. 1 minute to do it, okay? Let's do it. Who is ready to start? The minute is start. Who is ready to start?
With two phrases with polite, two polite sentence.
Anna?
Okay. Some people said, I like a hamburger, but you have to say, I'll have a hamburger, please. Another thing, another phrase could be, sometimes the people say, send me the report. And you have to say, could you send me the report? And for example, people said, tell me when you are available. And you have to say, let me know when you are available.
Yes.
That's all.
There were examples for polite expressions. Hello, Dana.
Yes.
Someone else with comparison, like Anna. Someone else? Carlos, Cristel, Adriana, Maria Paula.
One expression, for example, when you want to say that the other is wrong, don't say you are wrong. You all say I think you might be mistaken,
Mm-hmm.
or perhaps that the other people that's a bad idea. Don't to say that's a bad idea. To say I'm not too sure that's a good idea.
Mm-hmm. Okay, thanks a lot, Crystal. Carlos, Maria Paula, Adriana. Someone of you?
Another situation is, for example, when you want to ask for help, start like I would be grateful if you do for me. Like if they're already accepting what you need, they do for you.
Yes, you're right. There are several polite ways our ideas. Thanks a lot, Maria Paula. Carlos, or Adriana. Are you there?
Okay, I have two options.
Yes, teacher.
Someone of you
Mm,
first.
okay,
Because
we can say maybe tell me your opinion. But if we want to sound more polite, we can say, let me know your opinion.
yes, you're right. Carlos.
Or if, oh, okay.
Sorry.
Well, the last example is if you are busy, you can say just, I'm busy right now. But if you want to sound more polite, you can say, could you give me a minute? I'm busy.
Mm-hmm. Okay, thanks a lot. You're right. Carlos, do you have examples?
Uh, yes, teacher. For example, uh, can you help me, please? Uh,
Okay, Carlos, thanks a lot. Okay, dear students, that's all for today. Have a nice night. Take a relax. Thanks a lot for being here. See you on Thursday. Bye bye. That's all for today.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, teacher. Bye-bye.
Do you